Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you. Holy Spirit, channel through the messages that Pisces needs to hear most at this time. What is it that Pisces needs to hear most at this time, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? We're going to start off with some messages, and then we're going to move into the tarot. Okay, so your first card is close the door and lock it. Your second message is wild card. Okay, that talks about something unexpected happening. And we have purity is the antidote of misery. And then your last message is passive aggressive. So, Pisces, what I'm getting here right off the bat from the first messages coming in is that there was a situation in your life that could have gone the opposite way of what you expected, because we have the card of wild card, meaning that you pulled a wild card on someone or someone tried to pull a wild card on you. What I'm getting here, Pisces, with close the door and lock it, this is something that you already dealt with. This is something that happened in the past where you may have disconnected from someone, you may have blocked them, you may have removed them from your life or cut them off in some sort of way, because it says close the door and lock it. So what I'm getting, Pisces, is that whatever situation this was that involved some kind of a wild card event, or someone tried to, I don't know if someone tried to outsmart you or outwit you, something unexpected happened. And I'm getting, Pisces, that due to the situation, you had to either remove someone from your life or cut them off. And now it's saying close the door and lock it. Because what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that someone may try to return into your life, because then we have passive aggressive. Okay? This person, maybe it was difficult to cut them out of your life or to leave them in the past, because their approach, Pisces, was very much in the shadows. This is someone who would put a smile on their face or pretend or be fake around you, to where you notice certain behaviors, Pisces, that if you were not as intuitive as you are, you might have missed them. Okay, is what I'm getting here. So you may have noticed some kind of passive aggressive behavior with this person. And I'm getting here with the antidote to misery is purity. What I'm getting, Pisces, is that you don't feed into negative energies. You don't keep enemies around. Okay, there's a saying that goes, keep your enemies closer. A lot of people have that mentality, but I'm getting, Pisces, you're not like that. You don't want enemies in your territory. You don't want to have that kind of a person in your proximity, because you can feel the energy. Okay, whoever you are, Pisces, you're very tapped in. So the antidote to misery is purity. A lot of you, Pisces, you keep a high vibration, you stay positive, and you keep uplifting people around you. And if the people around you are bringing you down, or you notice some kind of passive aggressive behavior, okay, you've had to close the door on those people. So what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that someone from the past that was passive aggressive with you is trying to come back into your life. This is why it says close the door and lock it. It's not enough to just cut someone out or to remove someone from your life. If they try to re-enter, there's a need to affirm or assert your boundaries. Okay, lock the door, Pisces, so that this repetitive cycle doesn't continue in your life. Because sometimes what happens is you'll find the same lesson or the same situation happening with someone else. And what I'm getting here, Pisces, is you learn the lesson, and there's no need for you to go back. There's no need for you to relive that lesson, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? And I will go ahead and clarify wild card, because I want to know what that's about. But what I'm getting mainly, Pisces, is that you didn't expect this person to turn on you. You didn't expect them to switch up. You didn't expect this kind of dynamic. Okay, or maybe you were the one to pull a wild card on them because you cut them out of your life. Okay, I'm gonna have to clarify, but what I'm getting here is that this was unexpected and you had to do what you had to do. Okay, you closed the door and you locked it, because you're not about to play games. Passive aggressive behavior, you're not about that, Pisces. If someone can't be straight with you, you're going to close the door. You're not going to let it affect your peace of mind. Your next message is guard dogs or watchdogs. Okay, this message talks about having spiritual protection around you. Pisces, you got guards around you, you got protective guides around you. And for some of you, you may have spirit animal guides that protect you. Okay, because the message is guard dogs. So just know, Pisces, that you're not doing this alone. You have divine protection on your side. And if certain people get exposed around you, It was meant to happen. Okay, some people are going to get exposed at a specific time because it is meant to help with your lesson. So, guard dogs, you are being divinely protected. Okay, your next message is use your gifts. Pisces, I'm getting a situation here where you're starting to grow more and more into your higher self. You're starting to connect with this higher version of self, and more strengths or gifts or abilities that you are not aware of or that you forgot that you had are starting to come to the light. And spirit really wants you to hone in on your gifts, the things that you're naturally good at. Okay, it's going to be different things for different people, but what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that you're coming up to an upward spiral in your life. So if some of you have been through a downward spiral, right now it's an upward spiral. There's a lot of momentum, Pisces, that is pushing you forward because you did the right thing. When you were told to close the door, Pisces, you released those people, you cut them out of your life. You did what you had to do, even if it wasn't easy. Okay? This passive aggressive behavior, Pisces, it doesn't go well with you. Yeah, purity is the antidote of misery. I'm getting here, Pisces, that you don't like to be around people who are always complaining, people who are negative, people who just talk about the news, or, it's like that small talk kind of behavior where you don't really get much out of it. There's no value, there's no substance. And I'm getting here, Pisces, that you stay away from people who are negative, from people who complain, from Karens, from negative Nancy's. I'm getting, Pisces, that you try your hardest to keep your vibration high. And part of the reason why you're not low vibrational is because you don't engage with the negativity. You don't feed into it. If someone is complaining, you're not going to add to that. There's something very positive, very uplifting about you, and people love that energy. But a lot of people that gravitate towards your energy, it's like moths to a flame. Yeah, Pisces, I'm getting here that you're a source of energy. You're a source of positivity in your environment, and a lot of people seek you out for that reason. So Spirit wants you to really hone in on your gifts. What are your strengths? What are your abilities? What are you good at? Because it's being highlighted at this time. And just know, Pisces, that if you have some people here trying to come back into your life, okay, with close the door and lock it, you got guard dogs, okay? You got watchdogs. Spirit is not letting you fight these battles on your own. It may seem like it, Pisces, physically, but you have a lot of divine spiritual support. Yeah, okay? You're being watched, Pisces. Your next message is notice the patterns. Wow, okay, so I'm getting a deeper message here. With passive aggressive and notice the patterns, there's a person in your life where the behavior was very repetitive. You caught them, Pisces, either saying something or doing something that became a pattern. You recognized it very quickly. Okay, maybe it's some kind of passive aggressive behavior. And sometimes that's the kind of behavior that is so hard to catch because you're wondering, is it me? Am I exaggerating this? Am I overthinking it? Because passive aggressiveness, again, it's like giving you a backhanded compliment or saying something rude with a smile on their face. It's very hard to catch it, or it can be so subtle or so indirect that sometimes it takes a while to really pin it down. So passive aggressive, notice the patterns. Notice the pattern with someone in your life who is being passive aggressive with you. Non-confrontational, yet snaky, sleazy. Okay, someone trying to get sneaky and you clock them, Pisces. You notice the pattern. Guard dogs. For some of you, you had some kind of spiritual intervention. Maybe your spirit guides alerted you, Pisces, of someone with passive aggressive behavior. Because spirit wants you to notice something. Okay, is this a person that comes in and out of your life? Is this a person that leaves just to come right back? Okay, with close the door and lock it, they're realizing that this time around the door is closed for good. You locked it. For some of you, Pisces, you threw that key away. Yeah, notice the pattern. Someone here was used to going in and out of someone's life, and there's some kind of inconsistency here that allowed them to hide their shadow in a sense, because someone was being so inconsistent that they thought that you wouldn't notice. Yeah, notice the pattern. The next message is you are not mad. You just lost interest. Okay. So I'm getting here, Pisces, that someone may have disappointed you, someone may have made you upset, or they think that they made you mad, but you didn't actually get mad. You didn't actually get upset. Okay. You just lost interest in that person because you noticed the games. Okay. You notice the patterns, you notice the passive aggressive behavior, the hot and cold. Yeah, you're not mad. You're not upset. You just lost interest. That's what I'm getting here. Holy Spirit, clarify wild card for Pisces. What is this wild card for Pisces? What is this about, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know? What is this wild card for Pisces? Okay, we have the Hierophant, Major Arcana, Taurus energy. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have Justice. Okay, Pisces, this is crazy. This wild card is you. You're pulling a wild card on someone in your life, Pisces, because we have the Justice. That's Libra energy with the Ace of Swords. Pisces, someone is afraid that you're going to expose them or that you're going to speak your truth to them. Someone is afraid of what you might say. And with the Hierophant and the Justice card, someone is afraid of your spiritual authority. I'm hearing that very clearly. I don't know for who this reading is for, but the Justice and the Hierophant together, that talks about authority. That talks about karma, it talks about justice, it talks about balance. And with the Ace of Swords, there's either a truth, some kind of communication, or a breakthrough coming in. Pisces, you intentionally or unintentionally have exposed a lot of toxic patterns around you. And I don't know what this is. Yeah, you're not mad, you're not upset, you just lost interest. When someone starts to play games with you, when someone starts to play hot and cold or passive aggressive, that kind of behavior, those kind of patterns, they make you lose interest very quickly because you can see what kind of a person they are and where they are mentally, spiritually on their journey. And there's something that it's almost like a turnoff, Pisces. When you see a level of immaturity in someone else, you realize that this is not, yeah, it's not up to par. It's not on your level. So Ace of Swords, someone is afraid that you're going to tell everyone else, or that you're going to expose something that you found out about them, or that you're going to expose your negative behavior. Because it's almost like, I don't know who this is to you, Pisces, but when it comes from you with the Hierophant and the Justice, you're perceived as someone who has authority. And I heard spiritual authority as well. And with the Ace of Swords, someone feels afraid that you're going to say something or that you're going to speak and that people are going to believe you because of your authority. They're afraid that you're going to expose them, okay? Because we have wild card. This wild card, Pisces, is not something that happened to you. You're pulling a wild card on someone else. Because someone thought that you wouldn't notice. Someone thought that they could get smart with you. Whoever this person is, Pisces, they underestimated you, and now they're afraid. They're afraid that you're going to say something. They're afraid that you're going to expose them. Ace of Swords, yeah. They're afraid, Pisces, of what you have to say. Yeah, they weren't expecting this. And there's a level here, Pisces, of animosity. Okay, someone here's ego is hurt because you lost interest. You didn't fight back. They didn't get a reaction. They didn't get an argument. You didn't match their nasty energy. You didn't match the games. You didn't play into it. They're hurt, Pisces, and their ego is hurting because you just lost interest. Okay, if they made you mad or angry or reactive, at least they know that you care. But you lost interest. You're indifferent to their behavior, and that hurts more. Okay, so someone's afraid of what you have to say because they know that when it comes from you, people are going to believe it. Because Justice and the Hierophant, those are two major arcanas, and the Ace of Swords, they're afraid of what you have to say. So yeah, you're not mad, you're not upset, you just lost interest. Someone here was looking for an energy exchange. They either wanted to make you angry, they wanted to get a reaction from you, they wanted to get you to fight back, and you noticed the pattern. Okay, you closed the door on them and you locked it, and now this person is trying to find a way back, but at the same time they're afraid. Hey, guard dogs, they know that you're divinely protected and they're afraid of what you have to say. Holy Spirit, clarify the Ace of Swords for Pisces. What is this about? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Pisces, this could have been a person that tried to exclude you or look down on you. This could have been a person that was intimidated by your light or your energy. Because the Queen of Wands in the reverse talks about caring about what other people think. It can talk about jealousy, it can talk about envy. The way that you walk in your power, the way that you embody your higher self, Pisces, this person feels triggered. Okay, they feel triggered by your light, they feel triggered by your energy. And there's something here that you do naturally where you're just charismatic. people gravitate towards you. So with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, this person had it out for you, Pisces, whether you noticed it in the beginning or not. Okay, there's some kind of passive aggressive behavior here, and it's connected to the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Someone here was jealous. Okay, someone here, Pisces, was trying to downplay your accomplishments or your work or who you are as a person. They may have even gossiped about you with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What is this Ace of Swords? What is this Ace of Swords for Pisces? Seven of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Star. Someone here, Pisces, feels like you have a lot of options. They can't play the game that they play with other people when it comes to you because they know, Pisces, that you have other options, that you don't have to put up with this behavior. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, your options intimidate this person. Three of Wands. They also feel, Pisces, that this is just their perspective, that for you, it's easy to walk away. For you, it's easy to just close the door and start a new chapter with the Three of Wands. This talks about your ships coming in and being ready for an adventure, being excited, looking forward to the future. So this person, Pisces, feels like whatever trap they set out for you, they ended up falling in that trap. Whatever kind of game they try to play with you, it backfired. So with the Three of Wands, they have a level here of jealousy, of you having more options, and Three of Wands being able to walk away and start anew. Okay, this person doesn't feel like they can do that. So with the Star, you naturally are the center of attention. You naturally attract the light. You are the light, Pisces, in the darkest place. So this person views you, Pisces, as having star qualities or having something about you that's iconic. Yeah, something about you stands out. And then with the Justice and the Hierophant, they also perceive you to have some kind of spiritual authority. So notice the patterns. Someone here, Pisces, was hoping that you weren't going to catch it, that you weren't going to figure them out. Whatever kind of illusion or excuses they made, I just heard future faking. Okay, so this person, I don't know if they made empty promises. I don't know what this is about, but you notice their patterns, right? They feel exposed because you saw it. So now they're afraid that you're going to tell other people, or they're afraid of what you're going to say with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you caught their patterns. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit, in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know? Wow, Pisces. Okay, this is just crazy. Your first card was close the door and lock it, and now we have cut your losses. And we have good investment, and we have can't stop thinking about you. So what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that whoever this person was in your life, whether this was a friend, an ex, a coworker, a family member, whoever this person was in your life, I'm getting here that when you notice these toxic patterns or this passive aggressive behavior, you decided to close the door on them. Okay, so whatever kind of investment you made into this person, whether it was your time, whether it was your energy, whether it was resources, whether it was advice or guidance, whatever you shared with this person, it's saying here, Pisces, cut your losses. This person hasn't changed. Okay, they're not interested in changing, Pisces. This person is all about playing games because the Queen of Wands in the reverse means that they haven't really found themselves. They haven't really found their power, and therefore they copy other people or they envy other people. So this person, Pisces, they have a long way to go when it comes to spiritual awakening. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, cut your losses. Okay, once you close the door on someone, once you decide to remove someone out of your life, stick to that. Okay, remember why you decided to remove someone from your life, because what I'm getting here with I can't stop thinking about you, someone may try to come back into your life. Okay, notice the patterns. Guard dogs, you already had to remove someone from your life because you received divine intervention, you received divine guidance that this person wasn't good for you. Yeah, Pisces, for some of you, you picked up on their intentions and it happened at a later date. So in the beginning, Pisces, you may have not received any red flags or you may have not noticed it, but the more that you spend time with this person, the more obvious it was. So with guard dogs, you have divine protection. and there was some kind of divine intervention to get this person out of your life. So Spirit wants you to trust your power, to trust your gifts, because someone here is sending projections your way. For some of you Pisces, you may get intrusive thoughts about a person from a long time ago. And it says here, can't stop thinking about you. Someone here is sending you energy through their thoughts, through their dreams, and their fantasies. Someone here, Pisces, has you at the forefront of their mind. They don't know why, you're always in their mind. Whether it's in the background, whether it's at the forefront, someone can't stop thinking about you, so they're sending you energy. So Spirit wants you to be aware of this because you may be picking up on it, okay? Seven of Cups, there's a lot going on in your energy. There's also a lot of people sending energy your way. So cut your losses with this person. Yeah, Pisces, I'm getting here that it doesn't matter how you explain it to them or if you try to teach them or help them, they're on their own spiritual journey. Okay, it's going to take them a while to come around to what you have learned. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse, this person hasn't even awakened. They haven't even connected to their higher self or discovered who they really are as a person. This person is an imitator, this person is a copycat, and they love your energy, they love your vibe, so they try to copy it. So with Seven of Cups, you may not know, Pisces, where all this energy is coming from, okay? But Spirit wants you to cut your losses with this person. Whoever they are, it's someone that you already had to remove from your life, okay? They're sending you a lot of energy. And then we have good investment here. What I'm getting here, Pisces, is that you decided to invest your energy back into self. And that is bringing the star quality around you. You're coming off as a star, Pisces. There's some kind of celebrity energy around you, and you're shining very bright. Stars shine in the darkness. Pisces, you bring your light into the darkest of places, but there's some kind of star quality about you. You made a good investment by taking your energy and putting it back into self. Now you're glowing, and you are manifesting and attracting your dreams to you. So Spirit wants you to know that you made the right choice. You made a good decision. You decided to invest that energy back into yourself. So you cut your losses with this person and you reinvested your energy back into self, and now you have star quality. Okay, Seven of Cups, Pisces. This person is upset that you have a lot of options and that it's easy for you to start all over again, to have a new beginning. Okay, you may not perceive it as easy, but this person, the way that you do it, Pisces, it seems so graceful. It looks easy from the outside looking in. So Three of Wands. They think that it's very easy for you to close a door, okay, to end a chapter and to open a new one, okay, to start a new beginning. So this person, Pisces, I don't know what their intention was with you, but the Queen of Wands in the reverse, they were either trying to take your energy, imitate it, or copy it, or be around you for the clout. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're naturally very charismatic, Pisces, and when people are in good standing with you, a lot of things begin to flow in their life. And this person may have gotten cocky or arrogant or thought that it was them, okay, but it was actually your energy. This is why the Queen of Wands is in the reverse. When you removed yourself, they no longer had that glow, they no longer had that energy. Yeah, Seven of Cups. They're mad at your options. They're upset that you have options, and this can just be options in life. Let's say that you're working a project and the people that you're working with are not in integrity. Okay, you're in a position, Pisces, where you can drop that project, drop that contract, and start a new one. Okay, let's say that maybe it's a partner that you have in business and they're not fulfilling their end of the deal. Okay, you can find another partner, you can find another associate. Okay, you can do it yourself. They're mad, Pisces, that you're not one dimensional. Okay, they're mad that you have options and that you can think outside of the box and you can find other ways of getting something done. Something about your resourcefulness upsets them because they wanted to corner you, Pisces. They wanted to put you in a position where you needed them. Okay, they wanted to feel needed because they wanted to be in control. Again, it's not coming from a healthy place. You're showing up as the Hierophant in the upright, as the Justice in the upright, and as the Star. And this person is showing up as the Queen of Wands in the reverse, whether masculine or feminine. You're in your power, Pisces. Spirit wants you to know that the energy you removed from them and decided to place back into yourself was the best investment you've made. Okay, now you have star quality. Holy Spirit, clarify, close the door, and lock it. What do you want Pisces to know about close the door and lock it? Please clarify. What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. We have the King of Wands. I just got chills when I picked up that card because we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and now we have the King of Wands in the upright. And then we have the Queen of Cups in the upright as well. So we have feminine energy, masculine energy, and then the Nine of Cups. Pisces, what I'm getting here is that someone played their cards wrong. Okay, someone overplayed their hand, and someone here was trying to gain control over you. They view you as some kind of lucky charm or someone who is just blessed in life. Okay, that's just the way that you're being perceived with the Nine of Cups. They view you, Pisces, as someone who gets their wishes granted. Okay, some kind of wish fulfillment or someone who is lucky in life with this card. And with the Five of Swords, someone tried to play mind games with you to try and get control over you. Yeah, Pisces, someone here was either upset at the attention that you have or the options that you have, or trying to get some kind of control over you. Five of Swords. They played with the wrong person. You don't play into these games. This is why you lost interest. You notice this person trying to control the situation, trying to overpower you, or trying to play mind games with you. Okay, you were done with that. You noticed the patterns, okay, and you lost interest. You weren't upset, you weren't mad, you weren't reactive, you didn't fight back, okay, you just lost interest in this person. So with the Queen of Cups, this person feels like you have some kind of healing energy. They know, Pisces, that you know. They think that you're psychic. With the Five of Swords, they were trying to use their mind and their games to try to overpower you or try to outpredict you. Okay, because the Queen of Swords has psychic powers, meaning that she can see into the future with her intuition. So someone here is using their mind and their games to try to outpredict you, to try and figure out what you were going to do next, to try and be a couple steps ahead of you, and they ended up playing themselves out of your life because it's clarifying, close the door and lock it. This is what caused you to close the door on them. Okay, with the Nine of Cups, they feel like you were some kind of blessing on their path. You brought some kind of healing, Pisces, into their heart with the Queen of Cups. You may have even opened this person's heart, whether you know it or not. Five of Swords. This person tries to stay logical and cold and calculated because they don't feel comfortable in their emotions. There's also something about your masculine energy that triggers this person because your masculine energy is rooted in the light. Okay, it's not in the shadow. The Queen of Wands was in the reverse. This person has some kind of wound with the feminine energy, and everybody has both feminine and masculine energy. But this person has a wounded feminine energy. Okay, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, or some kind of feminine wound that this person is projecting. Whereas you, Pisces, King of Wands in the upright, you have a healed divine masculine. So Queen of Cups, King of Wands, your feminine and masculine energy coming together. Five of Swords, this person they're trying to outsmart you, Pisces, and it almost feels like they have some kind of a headache because the way that this person maneuvers, the way that this person manipulates doesn't work on you. There's something very unpredictable about your behavior, and the way that people manipulate is learning what you like, learning what you dislike, spending a lot of time with you, getting you to open up to them so that they can see all of your triggers, so that they can see all of your weaknesses. And what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that this person didn't get much information, they didn't get much data to run game on you. And whatever they thought they knew about you, you proved them wrong. Okay, that's what I'm hearing very clearly. You proved them wrong. You were too unpredictable for this person. And it's almost like they have a headache because they can't control you. But they're still trying. Yeah, Five of Swords. This person is out of integrity, is what I'm getting here. This is why you close the door. Five of Swords, conflict, unfair advantage, experiencing loss, the need to build your skills and your confidence, hollow victories. Yeah, Pisces, this person, it's almost like they knew that if they did something, there was a possibility that they were going to lose you, or that, yeah, it's like they overplayed their hand. Okay, someone tried to take control of the situation. Either they tried to control you or the situation, and when you saw their games, when you saw the passive aggressiveness, when you noticed the patterns, you lost interest and you closed the door. So someone here, Pisces, it's almost like they felt triggered or intimidated by your energy, and they were trying to outdo it. They were trying to compete with it. So whoever this person is, Pisces, they weren't afraid. It's almost like they decided to risk the possibility of losing you in order to get control. okay, in order to hold a certain light or a certain image about their ego or about themselves. Yeah, so it's almost like they're kicking themselves right now because they're realizing that that was the worst decision they could have made. You see how this bird is trying to get their attention? This person is lost in their own head. They have certain ideas or beliefs that don't work. Okay, it's counterintuitive or counterproductive, but this person, it's like they need to free themselves from this mentality, from this idea. Yeah, they're trapped in their own mind. It says here deceitful strategies, feeling guilty, resentment, a desire for peace, the realization that there are no winners. This person shot themselves in the foot. It's like they did you wrong, Pisces, and in that process they lost you. So in order to prove a point or in order to get control of the situation, it's like whatever they had to do wasn't worth it. Okay, hollow victories. Yeah, their ego is hurting, is what I'm getting here. If you're wondering, Pisces, why some people switched up on you or they just changed out of nowhere, it's like they were trying to protect their ego. They overdid it, is what I'm getting here. Five of Swords. Sometimes life just isn't fair, and these inequities can drain our energy for much longer than they need to. Often, it's the fear of failure that does the most draining. If you're feeling outsmarted or outjousted, remember that one chapter doesn't define you. Wins and losses are both a part of the human experience, and the keys to self improvement lie dormant inside of the difficulties. Boost your consciousness, upgrade your skills, and build on this experience. In Shadow, we learn that winning isn't everything, especially when deceit is a part of the strategy. The obsessive desire to win can have us stopping at nothing to feel victorious. And in the long run, we risk everything we've built along the way. They may find themselves a few steps backwards after winning if they're not bringing integrity to the game. The affirmation is, the lessons move me ahead always. So this person is realizing that they really shot themselves in the foot. They lost you in the process and they were exposed, okay? Their mask, Pisces, has fallen. You can see them. And this person, it's almost like they feel naked or they feel exposed. It's an ego thing with the Five of Swords. They were trying to win or they were trying to prove a point to preserve their ego or preserve a certain image. Now they're upset at the way that you see them. Yeah, you're not seeing them for who they want you to see them. You're seeing them for who they are. The mask has slipped, is what I'm getting here. And this person wants to change your perception of them. You can see, Pisces, how even when they see that they're wrong, they're still very shallow. Okay, this person only cares about changing your perspective about their ego. It's not like they care about making things right or learning the lesson or working towards becoming a better version of self. It's like they want to come back in and they want to mend things or do the right things so that you can have a certain perception of their ego. So you can see, Pisces, that this is all still surface level. This person has a long way to go. It really is about their ego. Yeah, you didn't get mad at them. You didn't get upset at them. You just lost interest and it hurt this person's ego. They were either expecting you to get mad or they were expecting a fight. You left them playing their own game. Who is this Five of Swords to Pisces, Holy Spirit? Tell me more. Who is this Five of Swords to Pisces? Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take them. I'm only going to take 2 clarifiers or 3. Holy Spirit, please clarify. Who is this Five of Swords to Pisces? What do you want Pisces to know about the Five of Swords? Who is this Five of Swords to Pisces? Five of Pentacles, someone who feels abandoned by you, someone who feels like they're locked out in the cold. They're locked out of your life with the Five of Pentacles. So we have 5, 5. Fives are numbers of changes. Whether they want to change, whether they don't want to change, a 5 is a number of change and transformation. Pisces, you triggered this person's change and you may have not even known. Five of Swords, trying to play mind games with you, and with I can't stop thinking about you, this person is almost being haunted by you. You're always on their mind, whether they're completely focused on you and they're playing out all these fantasies or all these memories or replaying conversations, or whether you're at the back of their mind, okay, as they're going through their day. They can't stop thinking about you. And for some of them, Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles is giving them a headache. Literally, Pisces, they're being haunted by you, Five of Pentacles. They feel like there's no way back, okay? That door has been closed. They don't know how to open the door. And your card is close the door and lock it. Okay, you see the key there? You're meant to lock the door, Pisces. I'm getting that this person, they have a long way to go. You may be a positive influence in their life, but they're a negative influence in yours. That's not an equal give and take. That's not a dynamic. That's not a relationship. That's not a friendship. Okay? That's one sided, meaning that they're taking energy and you're just giving. So, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. 5, they're in for a change, for a transformation. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Who is this Five of Swords to Pisces? 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So the Five of Swords is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Pisces, this is mixed energies that I'm getting here. You're some kind of a spiritual awakening to this person because we have 5-5. After encountering you, this person has been forced into change. Whether they like the change, whether they don't like it, it's almost, Pisces, like you have to close the door and continue living your life. So you're not aware of what's happening behind the scenes. But this person is being forced to change. Yeah, after they encountered you, they changed. They're not the same person, and people around them can see it as well. So Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, to 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. This is someone here, Pisces, where I don't know how to explain this, but your energy goes both ways. You're haunting them, you've triggered a change in their life, and they also feel triggered by you. They also feel intimidated by you, but at the same time, they view you as the Nine of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. They view you as some kind of wish fulfillment, as some kind of lucky charm, some kind of blessing, and they are projecting themselves into the future with you, with the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So, Pisces, you inspired this person to change. And I'm getting that it wasn't like that in the beginning. In the beginning, this person was resisting the change. This person was in their head, in their mind, trying to avoid the change. But at the same time, when they fantasize, when they dream, when they project themselves out into the future, they see it with you. So, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Pisces, you open this person's heart, is what I'm getting here. With the Queen of Cups, your energy healed their heart, whether you're conscious about this or not. Just being around you, their heart was healed. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Why the Ace of Cups? What do you want Pisces to know about the Ace of Cups? Okay, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Cups in the upright. More water energy. For some of you, this is a water sign. For others of you, this can be a fire sign. It could be any sign, but I'm getting water and fire here. Pisces, so I'm getting two separate messages here. So I don't know for who this message is for, but they're split. Because in the beginning of the reading, your first card is close the door and lock it. So the message for you, Pisces, was to close the door on this person, to close the door on this kind of behavior so that you can move on to bigger and better things. Okay, that's what it means to lock it. Not to leave the door halfway open, not to give someone the hope or the idea that there can be a second chance, not going back and forth. Okay, closing the door for good, locking it, and moving on. That's the message that I got for you. But for this person, when I asked Spirit, who is this person? I got the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. And now, clarifying the Ace of Cups, we have the Six of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So the flip side of this message is that for them, Pisces, the changes that they're making, the work that they're doing on themselves, which was forced, okay, this person was forced to change. Again, you don't realize this because you've moved on. But this person, they think that there's going to be a reconciliation. They think that there's going to be a new beginning with you, and they project themselves into the future with you. Okay, they view you, Pisces, as their happily ever after, because with the Nine of Cups, they viewed you as some kind of blessing or wish fulfillment on their path. With the Queen of Cups, whether you know this or not, you healed this person's heart and you opened up their heart. Okay, but having a heart awakening is not rainbows, butterflies, and sunshine. It comes with a lot of triggers, it comes with a lot of emotions and a lot of repressed memories. So whoever this person is, Pisces, they're going through a major spiritual awakening, maybe even an ego death. Because with the Five of Swords, part of the message that I was getting here is that this person is trying to redeem themselves in your eyes. They want you to perceive them a different way. Okay, they want you to perceive them as they project themselves to be. Okay, it's an ego thing. It's not necessarily that they're changing to become a better person. It's an ego thing for them. So this person has a long way to go when it comes to spiritual awakening and connecting with a higher version of self, but they see you in their future. Okay, Ten of Cups, this person is not giving up. They want a new beginning with you. And the Six of Cups, they want to reconcile. But the message for you was close the door and lock it. Move on, Pisces. Start a new chapter. So Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and Ten of Cups in the upright. They feel like whatever opportunity they had with you, they missed it or they squandered it. Okay, because the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse talks about a false start. Okay, in the upright, it's a brand new beginning. In the reverse is a false start. So we have one ace in the upright and we have the other one in the reverse. So this person wants to come back in for a second chance. Okay, they see you, Pisces, in their future, which is odd because I'm seeing it from their perspective, but I'm also seeing the message that Spirit has for you. And it's very clear. Okay, cut your losses. You gave the situation too much energy, too much love, too much time, and Spirit wants you to cut your losses with this person because you can't control someone else, and you also can't rush their spiritual awakening or the lessons that they have to learn. But Spirit also wants you to know that you made a good investment by investing that energy back into self, because now you have star quality. Okay, you're drawing opportunities to you. Manifestations are coming to your doorstep, Pisces, because you're embodying the star energy. The star card is Aquarius energy. There's a lot of newness coming into your energy here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces when it comes to this reading? And what do you want Pisces to know? Feelings. Pisces, I don't know the context of this situation. I don't know the dynamic here. If this is your reading, you're going to know who you are. But with the Five of Swords, yes, this person played mind games. Yes, this person cares about how you perceive them, and it's more of an ego thing for them. But at the same time, Spirit wants you to know that you're the closest anyone's ever gotten to this person. And this person has developed feelings for you. Ten of Cups, they see you in their future. They're projecting themselves into the future with you, and they have feelings for you. Okay, but it's not the same, Pisces. It's not the same as where you're at. Okay, with the Queen of Cups, it's almost like it's one-sided, because what you can give to this person can't give back to you because they're not there yet. Five of Swords. This is why they're so stuck in their mind games. It's not that they're a bad person, but their behavior is toxic. You may be a good influence for them, but they're not a good influence for you. So to their capacity, to their ability, they've placed you on a pedestal and they have feelings for you. Yeah, but I'm getting that their behavior is toxic. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, yeah, so this person is very attracted to you. And this can be an energy thing. There's some people that have this energy that is so magnetic, and this can be a physical thing or it can be an energetic thing, or both. Okay, but they have an intense attraction towards you. This is probably why you may see this person or this connection as shallow. Okay, because the Five of Swords is shallow. It talks about surface level, ego, mind games. They do have feelings for you. They do find you very attractive. I think here, Pisces, that this person has a long way to go. You can't let your guard down around them, okay? Because they have this ability to just switch up. Okay, this person is fighting with their lower selves. And again, they're not necessarily a bad person, but their behavior is toxic. But they do feel very attracted, okay? They do have feelings for you, in case you were wondering, Pisces. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, we have congratulations, Pisces. So Spirit is congratulating you for doing the right thing, for investing into yourself. Okay, we have good investment, but remember, we also have cut your losses. You perceive this person to be a loss because whatever energy you invested into the situation, whether it was energy, resources, friendship, whatever it is, Pisces, that you put forth, it's like you were picturing a happily ever after. You were picturing forever. So to see this person's ways or to see their patterns or to see their toxic behavior, it's like you had to cut your losses. And instead of perceiving what it could be or looking at the potential, you had to cut your losses and invest that energy back into you. So Spirit is congratulating you because doing that, Pisces, has now opened new doors for you. Now we have the star. So you had to do what you had to do, and Spirit is proud. What I'm getting here, Pisces, I don't know for who this message is for, but do apply this to your situation. Okay, don't make it fit if it's not your message. But what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that in the past, you were the one that was having to learn many lessons through relationships. Okay, so Spirit or the universe or God may have used relationships in your life to teach you lessons, whether it was your family, your friends, your partners, your exes, whatever this was. Relationships may have been very karmic to you because they were used to teach you lessons. And now, what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that because you followed your intuition, because you followed divine guidance, you have now graduated. Congratulations. And now you are the lesson in other people's lives in a good way, in a positive way, but you are some kind of a lesson. And just like this person is having a spiritual awakening or an ego death, there's been a lot of people that you've been in connection with that after you, they're completely different. They've changed. Because what I'm getting here, again, is not going to resonate for all of you, because whoever it is that I'm channeling for, again, if this is your message, you're going to know who you are. The lessons came to you through other people, and now things have changed. Now you're the lesson to other people. So I don't know for who that is, but it's very specific. And I'm also getting here, Pisces, that as soon as you left this person, you bloomed. So there's something about their energy that was bringing you down or that was dampening your vibration. And as soon as you removed them, you bloomed. You started to grow. Opportunities started to open up. It's almost like everything was cold and gloomy. And all of a sudden, you remove them from your life and things take a turn and they become more colorful, more magical. Again, not saying that this person is bad, but they are in a lower vibration. So you're definitely going to feel that, Pisces. When people are out of alignment, it's either one person tries to bring the other person down, or the other person, which rarely happens, has to rise to meet the other person. Most of the time, they bring each other down. So what I'm getting here is that you did the right thing. As soon as you left, you bloomed. Opportunity started to come to you, and that's how Spirit is proving to you, Pisces, that you're on the right path. You did the right thing. Okay, it's a good investment to invest into yourself. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? I just heard someone is not giving up. Okay, this idea or this image that this person has in their head, they're not giving up on it, Pisces. They're doing the work, okay, very slowly, but they are doing the work. But they're not giving up on this Ten of Cups, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, we have Lucky. That card has been showing up a lot for you, Pisces. They perceive you as some kind of lucky charm. Nine of Cups, okay? They feel like you have divine favor or that universe or God favors you. Okay, we also have the Hierophant. Pisces, I don't know for who this message is for, but you've opened people up to spirituality or you've opened people up to the divine. And you may not even know it. Okay, the Hierophant. You may not even know, Pisces, that you're leading people to the light. Okay, it's almost like you're just going about your life and it's just another normal day for you. But to them, Pisces is very eventful. When they meet you, Pisces, you leave a mark. It's almost like you imprint on them, and people can feel your energy on them. People can see the before and after this person, before they met you and after. This person has changed. Okay, I'm not getting that this is meant to be or it's going to be a happily ever after. That's what they want. Okay, they want a Ten of Cups with you. They also want an Ace of Cups. They want to try again. They want a new beginning. But the message coming in for you, Pisces, is close the door and lock it, cut your losses, and you made a good investment by investing into yourself. You're being led, Pisces, in another direction here. Okay, so Ace of Cups. I'm going to have to clarify this card in the extended. Let me go ahead and pull a few more messages here before we wrap this up. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? And what do you want Pisces to know about this reading? Major success, Pisces. This is why Spirit wants you to buckle up. Okay? This is why Spirit wants you to stay focused. Build it, then they'll come, is what I'm getting here, Pisces. Maybe you tried to collaborate or to build with someone here, and this person turned out to be a snake. This person turned out to not be trustworthy. Okay? Their behavior, seeing them switch up on you, Pisces, you realize that this person was a snake. And you decided to take the energy that you were sharing with this person and invest it back into you. So Spirit wants you to know, Pisces, that you are doing the work. You've built it and now they're coming. And I'm getting here, Pisces, that you're attracting a lot of people from your past as well. But with the star, you're being advised to keep your eyes on the prize, to stay focused. Okay, you're going up, Pisces. You're moving up. You're rising. You're not going back. There's a lot of people that want you to slow down. Yeah, but you have major success on your path. Spirit wants you to keep going, Pisces. I'm getting here that a lot of you have changed. The things that used to frighten you or the things that you used to be afraid of, it's no longer the same. If in the past, Pisces, you were scared to trust someone or to share your heart because you were afraid that this person could turn on you or use the information against you, whether it was in family, in friendships, and relationships, that used to be a fear. And now I'm getting here, Pisces, that you're so strong on your own, you're so rooted within, so connected to Spirit, that it no longer phases you. Okay, it doesn't make you sad, it doesn't make you mad, it doesn't make you upset, it doesn't make you reactive. You simply lose interest. Okay, you cut your losses, you remove your energy, and you invest it back into yourself, and that is leading to major success. I'm getting here, Pisces, that you discovered a formula, okay, and it's working in your favor. So the star, stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize, because you are bringing the star to you. You are manifesting it, Pisces. You're attracting it to you. And this is why this person thinks that you're lucky or that you have some kind of divine blessing on your life, which you do, Pisces, but you had to earn it. But you had to earn it. You had to do the work, Pisces. You had to feel deserving of it. And this person is just now starting their journey. So, Six of Cups, they want to reconcile. But you, Pisces, you're being advised to keep your eyes on the prize. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, we have dollar signs. So Pisces, your focus is on growth. Your focus is on increases. Your focus, Pisces, at this time is on building. So I'm getting here that you've fallen out of alignment with a lot of people from your past, and certain things no longer resonate. Yeah, some people have become irrelevant. Okay, you didn't get mad at them, you didn't get upset at them, you just lost interest. So someone here, Pisces, is trying to get back into your good graces. You were a wild card in their life. They didn't see this coming. They thought that you were going to be easy to play. They thought that you were just going to go along with it. They were not expecting to go through a spiritual awakening and an ego death. Pisces, you shocked a lot of people in your life, is what I'm getting here. Congratulations, okay? Because you followed your divine guidance. Holy Spirit, clarify the Ten of Cups for Pisces. Why is the Ten of Cups here? What is this about? And what do you want Pisces to know? Are you seeing this, Pisces? We have the Three of Swords. That's crazy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Ten of Cups for Pisces. Okay. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarify the Ten of Cups for Pisces. What is this about, Holy Spirit? Clarify the Ten of Cups. Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take them. I'm only going to pull one more clarifier. Holy Spirit, clarify the Ten of Cups for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know? Ace of Wands and the Judgment. Ooh, Pisces. Okay, so this is painful because the Ten of Cups talks about the happily ever after, the big happy family. It talks about marriage, connection, relationships, harmony, okay, having all of your cups filled. And to clarify the Ten of Cups, we have a Three of Swords, which is disappointment and heartbreak, separation, loss. So I'm getting here, Pisces, that this is actually on both ends. Whoever this person was in your life, there was a lot of potential here, and there was this idea, this image. And I'm getting here, Pisces, that it wasn't one sided because the Ten of Cups came out on their side. So something that had a lot of potential, something that looked really good on the outside, or something that could have been a happily ever after, it turned into a heartbreak. It turned into a painful separation or a major disappointment. Okay. Now, with that Page of Pentacles in the reverse, it either flipped your life or their life upside down. Okay. Where things felt ungrounded, things felt shaky. And now we have an Ace of Wands that comes to replace that situation. We have every single ace here on the table. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. 4 aces. So this is something major, Pisces. Whatever happened in this situation that left some kind of a heartbreak or some kind of disappointment or some kind of a bad taste in your mouth is being replaced with a passionate new beginning. And the Ace of Wands is more oftentimes associated with a passionate career or a passionate project or a hobby. Something here that gets you excited, something here that sparks your curiosity. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is replacing the heartbreak, it's replacing the disappointment, and it's helping you rise to the next level. We have the Judgment here. You're embodying more and more of your higher self. You have now become the lesson, Pisces. Instead of you having to learn the lesson in multiple relationships or dynamics, you are now the lesson that other people are learning from. So, Judgment. You're rising higher and higher. This experience, Pisces, served as a stepping stone on your path. And now you are ready to embrace an Ace of Wands. And this is fiery. This is passionate. This is exciting. So, keep going, Pisces, and remember what your priorities are. Keep your eyes on the prize because you're going to have people trying to enter your life. Okay, this is why we have guard dogs. You are being divinely protected, but you also have free will. So if you decide, Pisces, oh, I learned a lesson, or I'm stronger now, or I'm good now, and you decide to open up to some of these dynamics or some of these people, it can take you back around to another lesson. Even if you learned the lesson already, okay? You'll go through the same lesson as many times as you have to, or as many times as you allow it to happen. Yeah, so Judgment. This experience served as a stepping stone, and now you're rising higher. Judgment, self realization and understanding, spiritual awakening, redemption, knowing your motives and your heart to be true, total transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit. You have judged others and have been judged yourself, and you are awakening to the understanding that the only approval that really matters is your own. Are you doing your best with others and with yourself? It's time to shed any negative facades. Drop the mask behind the mask. It may feel risky, yet this profound act of self-acceptance will unleash your absolute essence. You are light, shadow, matter, and consciousness, and you are a miracle. Why then do you keep your true nature hidden away from the world? There is no way to really understand your full potential until you are open and honest with your own heart. Without judgment, to expand and evolve requires the colossal forgiveness of self. Forgive your beautiful soul, accept your beautiful heart, and as you do, you consciously answer the call to your higher self, and the vastness of your horizon will make itself available to you. Your affirmation is, hello, essence. I invite you to show up every day. I invite my soul to shine unapologetically. Pisces, what I'm getting here is that whatever this experience was in your life that created a 3 of Swords on your path, whether it was pain, separation, loss, heartbreak, disappointment, it is actually helping you rise higher. Every breakdown, every heartbreak comes with a come up or a glow up. And this is yours, Pisces, the Judgment. This experience has helped you rise. And I'm getting specifically, Pisces, whoever it is that I'm channeling for, you are connecting with your higher self or you're embodying a higher version of self. And that's major. You see how we have a human body here and a spirit or a soul? Not a lot of people have mergers, Pisces. Not a lot of people embody their higher self or ever connect with their higher self. So what I'm getting here is that this is not really about friendship or love or relationships. This is about your spiritual ascension. This is about your evolution. It's a bigger picture kind of thing here. Whereas other people get stuck in the narrative or they get stuck in the idea or the story that they paint in their head. But to you, Pisces, this was a stepping stone to get higher on your path. Pisces, you got an Ace of Wands coming your way, and whatever this is, we're going to clarify in the extended. But whatever didn't work out, whatever kind of a false start you had in the past with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, is now being replaced with an Ace of Wands in the upright. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for Pisces in regards to this reading. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit, in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit, in regards to this reading? Okay, we have asset or liability. Pisces, okay, this is just crazy because the first message that came out was cut your losses. Okay, if this person was a liability, if this person was taking energy, was taking your time, your focus. With cut your losses, Pisces, was this person a liability on your path? Did they take your energy, your time, your resources, your attention, your focus? Okay, because with cut your losses, that talks about releasing a liability. An asset is something that adds to your life. Was this person adding to your life in any way? Okay, I'm getting here specifically that during the time that you had to remove yourself from this person's life or cut them out of your life, this person had turned into a liability. Okay, this is why you had to cut your losses. They weren't really an asset, is what I'm getting here. We have privacy is protection and power. There's something here, Pisces, about you not being readily available or you not being within reach. This person is playing detective, is what I'm getting here. There's very little information about you. They're trying to tap into your energy, but they can't. Okay? It's almost like there's some kind of a firewall, Pisces. There's some kind of a blockage that doesn't allow them to tap into your energy. Okay? Your privacy is your protection, your privacy is your power. And finally, we have confused. This person is confused. They don't understand why this dynamic happened the way that it did. They don't understand why it ended. This is the first time that this person encounters anyone like you, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. Just know, Pisces, that you are some kind of motivation or hope in this person's life. And as they're going through these changes, they're thinking about you. But what I'm getting here is that for you, the story is different. Okay, from your perspective, you had to do what you had to do because this person turned into a liability. So Spirit wants you to stay focused. Okay, you didn't get upset, you didn't get mad, you didn't give the person the fight that they wanted, and you losing interest hurt their ego. So them trying to get back into your good graces or trying to get back into your life was to prove a point or to get you to see them in a different light. So yeah, Pisces, I'm getting a lot of messages here, but this person's confused. They don't really understand why it happened the way that it did. Yeah, them trying to take control, them trying to play games is what got them cut out of your life. So they're trying to find out about you. They're trying to play detective here, but you're very private. So this person doesn't have any access or has limited access to information about you. Pisces, I'm going to move this reading over to the extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask Spirit about this person. What does Spirit want you to know about them? Okay, what is Spirit's guidance and advice when it comes to this person? And we're also going to look into the Ace of Wands. What is this brand new beginning coming into your life? We're also going to look into hidden challenges, what you don't see coming, and Spirit's final guidance and advice on your reading. For the ones of you that do resonate, the extended is linked down below in the description box. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.